G'day legends, welcome to Woois' Worlds, and thanks for joining me here for episode 14 of GenX Blends Minecraft. Now, if you remember last episode, I said that this episode we're going to be either doing some trial chambers or attacking a seam on you. Well, changed my mind. From the intro, you would have seen the three awesome cabins we've got beneath us here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start clearing them out, at least the top two, getting them ready to use. The top floor will end up being a workspace, storage, furnace array, all that sort of stuff. The middle floor will end up being an industrial area. We're going to put a heap of farms and contraptions and such forth in there. But before we're even going to do that, there's one farm that I'm pretty keen to build, and I know that we're going to need what it produces very shortly, so let's get into that. So we're down here in the cabin just next to our base, right where our skeleton spawner is. So what we're going to do is convert this into a skulk farm. So we're going to have to dig out a fair bit of this area. Our base is just over there, so not too far away. Yeah, clear out this whole area around here, and yeah, hook up a contraption to it. I'll bring us back in a bit. Too easy. As you can see, we've gone with the standard 9x9 room around the spawner. We're going to have water pushing them all down to here, into the middle. That'll then push them into another tube, which will have them shoot straight up. So they end up at least 26 blocks above the platform we build down here, which is going to be a stone generator. And we can just turn the farm on and off from here. And yeah, so let's get a bit more of that built, and I'll bring you back. Cheers. Oh, we've got tinted glass in place so we can watch our farm. That part's pretty well done. It's got a tube heading up there. And we're starting on the base here. This is our stone generator, which the creature's going to fall on and die. And just very simple. Just pistons pushing. Pistons are waterlogged and they're just pushing against the lava, which they're creating blocks, so they're pushing the blocks forward. And that just keeps going over and over. We'll do a quick demo. Come on. That's it. And just pushes the block straight across. Creatures, the skeletons come down, they'll die, they'll turn into skull, we'll remove the skull, and the generator will push the new stone in place. Very simple. Alright, we've just about got this bad boy ready to go. We're just testing it now, and this is where I find out I'm pretty fucking stupid. You can't see, as you can see, or can't see this, we should say, where I was standing, there was no flames over the spawner. And I'd have to stand here to activate the spawner. I'd built the farm about a couple of blocks too far over. Yeah. So what we're going to do is, after swearing a bit, is we're going to rotate the farm 90 degrees. Alright, I'll bring you back when I've done that. Fuck! Alright, so yeah, after a bit of stuffing around, we've finally got the farm working properly, so I can sit here in this one spot. I can reach any of the blocks on the platform here, and me being here is keeping the spawner running behind me. So yeah, that's it. Pretty well it. They come down, they die, because we've got a catalyst just up above it there. It converts, well, I suppose their experience or whatever it does, their deaths into skulk, and yeah, we farm it, knock the blocks down with a silk touch hoe, and the stone generator just yeah, gives us new stone underneath. Too easy, and collects everything around the side. And yeah, as you can see, this is where it collects. Very easy. And yeah, there's a bonus too. We got lots of bones, which is always great for bone meal. All right, I'll spend some time here, get this stuff ready, and then we'll go back up to the cabins and start clearing them out. So our portal is just over there. You can see the top of it. Now we're going to set up a little temporary, this will be sort of our temp base as we start to build the main base. We're going to put it up there, which should end up out of the way of everything. So we don't want to build something that's then going to be in the way or we're going to remove later on or something like that. So we're going to fix that little area up there into a little hangout area. I'm going to clean all of this out down to where our opening is, so we can at least clear out and make that a bit safer. Then we'll start heading down and at least lighting up the first level down. Then we'll probably go down the second level and try and clear it out and make it into a workable area. Okay. Yeah, I'll bring you back when I've got something done. All right, cheers. All right, we're back up here again. We built a little bit of a hole in the wall down there, and we've cleared enough of the vegetation so we can access our my access point to the cabins underneath us. We've done all that. Oh, emerald. Excuse me for a moment. Feed an obsession. All right, as I was saying, we've cleared up here enough at the moment to give us free and easy access downstairs. So yeah, we're going to start hooking into that. All right, I'll show you how we're going. All right, we're currently down on the middle floor, which is going to be our industrial area, and it also looks like it's going to be the biggest pain in the ass. It's very uneven terrain, lots and lots of water. So yeah, we're not sure if we're going to tackle this one as yet. But yeah, I'm going to go around, light it all up. We'll have a good look, see if there's anything exciting here, and then we'll see what we're going to do about it. All right, I'll bring you back in a minute. Oh, one thing we found that I wasn't expecting down here is a spider spawner. Probably the least useful. Oh, get out of here. We don't want any more of them. Probably the least useful out of them. We've got access to string with our bartering farm, spider eyes from our witch farm, so we don't really need these. I mean, it's good to have that we know we've got it here, but yeah, I don't know if we're going to do too much with that one. All right, I'll keep having a look around, see if there's anything else here. All right, we're in our little work area down on the second level. Yeah, I made a decision in the end to, fuck it, we're just going to put the false floor down. So basically, at the most sort of convenient level, we've just dropped a layer of stone all the way across. Made it a hell of a lot easier than worrying about. So in addition, we've sort of got a half floor underneath us, which we can use in the future if we want to. But yeah, we're just going to now get rid of all these plants and yeah, see if we can block everything off so nothing else will come in and get nasty to us. And yeah, we'll see how we go. And I'm having no luck with that flower, am I? Bloody hell. All right, back in a bit. Hey, welcome back. We've been busy diggy. So yeah, let's have a look. We've gotten quite a decent area to work in down here. The only bit we had to, not quite, what are we doing? Is this bit over here where our little spider spawner is. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do anything with this at all, but it's nice to have the option. So we've left that intact, and we've started on our first farm down here, which is going to be our first pumpkin farm. So along the back here, we're going to have a row of pumpkin and melon farms. Yes, that's the first thing we're sorting out, and eventually we will shoot the everything we make and produce down here upstairs. Upstairs to this level where we'll store it and use everything. Alright, we just obviously we haven't done what we've done downstairs. We started up the end there. Got a bit of it opened up, but we've still got lots of unfriendlies coming in here from different areas and such forth. So yeah, a lot of work up here still to do. But we got the bottom area done. So first things first, a couple of melon and pumpkin farms, and we'll then look at the dilemma on the fuel for the furnace, what we're going to end up using. All right, so I'll build a few more of these melon pumpkin farms and just give you a bit of a run through it once we've got them going. Pretty simple, straightforward. All right, catch you in a bit. Cheers. Hey, welcome back. I've just been doing a bit of AFKing to test out the new farms. So check it out. Alright, so we've got a total of 2 pumpkins, 3 melons, which gives us, there's what, 32 pumpkin plants running and 48 melon. Reason there's more melon, even though you think you'd want to get the same amount, is that the pumpkins pump out a fair bit more. I cleared it out. We'll go over this a bit later. I cleared it out just before I jumped in the little cylinder there. So we've got 4.5 pumpkins, melons. The pumpkins, we've got, what's that, nearly 6. So a fair bit more, and a couple of dead fish, you might have noticed. That's thanks to these little fellas. Hey. Farms like this, for some reason, yeah, so you get tropical fish producing. And I'd love to put more in, but as you get from these, you'll get bones and the dead fish, which if you stockpile, you can use later on for your fisherman villages, which we'll end up having when we got a monument drained. But yeah, we can't have them in these ones because of this system here. All the drops will go into here, and yeah, I kept these ones so we could show what happens. Fills up, pumps out each time it fills up, it activates and drops it, and that's just from this system here. Basically, alright, when this is full, it gives out a signal of 9. At the moment this is at 8, but this is on minus mode. Alright, so whatever this pumps out, we take this off it. So say this is empty, 0, that'll take it down to -8, so we definitely don't have an output. Yeah. Excuse me. So this one's got to increase up to basically 9, because even if it goes up to 8, -8 on it, it's still 0, no output. As soon as it hits 9, full, alright, minus your 8 is 1, so it will activate that. Redstone there, give out signal 1, which that will pick up and go bang and activate the crafter to make the melon, and bang, that's what happens. Hopefully that dodgy explanation was all right. What we'll do is we'll cover this thing back up now. So I don't fall in it and fuck it all up. Beautiful. All right. So yeah, as you can see, unfortunately, the pumpkin one heavily outweighs the melons, even when you've got 50% more melons than your pumpkins. But look, it's a good thing is, so hopefully now that we've got these built, we're going to be spending a fair bit of time down here. Stop fucking running away. Oh, where'd you go? Come on. You wanker. See, this is what I hate, the bastards. Just can't come and visit. They've got to fuck things up. there's a good chance I'll have to go through now. They do rip out the blocks in there, and therefore your melons or pumpkins won't grow on those blocks. I've had that happen before, so bloody Enderman. Give me creepers any day. All right. Where were we? Yes, these should be going because we'll be upstairs a fair bit once we're going to get that sorted out. And obviously, whenever we're over here with farms, and hopefully they may want run too while we're working on the landscaping upstairs and doing a big forest remove. Oh, pop back in just for. I thought I'd set up a little spot up on the side here so we can sort of jump up here every now and then and follow progress. So our little original base is all the way down there. All right, might be able to just see the torches and that down there. That's our entrance to underground. There's our portal, of course, and there's about the edge where it starts to drop off down the cliff, or a very decent sized hill anyway. All right, so plan is to get rid of all of this, basically all the forest and vegetation you can see at the moment. Fuck. Yeah, see, this is not going to be a one and done job. That's why I started this now, because it's something I can hook into it for a little while. Jeez, I bet you it's about to rain. Bloody hell. No visibility change on that. Fuck. Damn. Alright, didn't actually expect that. Where was I? Okay, yeah, so we can hook in, do a bit of this, get sick of it, go off and do, say, some trial chambers or something like that, or we can find a sea monument and start draining that bugger. So, yeah, it gives us a bit of variety, come back to here, or of course we can just go and start working down underground on either more farms downstairs or setting up our work area and storage area. So, plenty to do, and I think that's one of the the keys to keeping the world going is give yourself a bit of variety, because if you're just jumping on and doing that one thing over and over again, it can get a bit monotonous and boring. So give yourself some different jobs. Doesn't matter if you've got half a dozen on the queue, you'll get around to them, and yeah, whatever you're feeling like, go and do it. That's one of the best things about this game. All right, so I'm not going down there in this weather. That's shit. All right, once the sun comes out, I'm going to go back to chopping trees. Yuck. All right. Cheers. It's not even night time, is it? What the fuck's the sun? I suppose not having a torch in there would help. That's could be sun over there going down to the left, bottom left. You look at it, it goes, yeah. Yeah, I'll work it out. There we go. Cheers. Welcome back, all. So I've got to tell you, the grind has been real. We've been hooking into it. But under strange circumstances. We've got spawn number 4, the smallest of grubs, is off on holidays from school at the moment, so obviously spending a lot more daytime with her. And up until only a couple of days ago, we still had the roadworks outside, so doing any sort of voice recording was impossible. So yeah, we've just been hitting the grind at night time and getting everything done, and we'll go for a bit of a tour now and see what we've actually managed to do. All right, so first of all, let's have a look how much we've deforested. Remember, little base up there, portal, and we're starting to push back the forest a decent amount. All right, still got a lot to do. Probably at least, probably twice what we've done, but yeah, we're getting there. Now, as for downstairs, we've changed over the entrances, made it a bit easier. Alright, so down here at the moment for level number 1. Basically, I've cleared it out, sealed it up, and yeah, it's an empty canvas ready to go. All right. Oh, and I suppose I should show you too. Guess what we found? Yeah, another fucking spider spawner. Save again, probably never use it, but well, we got two now. But yeah, they're not even convenient enough to be located close enough together that we could use it. So yeah, that's awesome. We'll go down this way. The pumpkin and melon farms have been cranking it out, so we've transferred quite a bit over to our villages. So that's we're starting to stockpile, which is great. How we doing? Look at that, starting to pump it out. All right. So as you can see, we did a bit more. We made it a lot nicer on the eye. All right. And we've built quite a few little things here and there. So let's start over this end. Start off, we've got our dripstone farm. All right, so we're farming the pointy bits. Plenty of them. We've been doing a lot of time down here. So yeah, we've got our basalt generator. All right, and these shelves are awesome for a lovely display of pickaxes that you want to use for it. Very simple machine. Turn it on, and we just hit here. You lock down the button with a piece of paper, and yeah, go and do a few things, and come back see how much basalt you've got. So that all clicks in there. Beautiful. All right, and that's just a simple. You've got soil down the bottom, blue ice on top, and once the lava interacts with it, it produces basalt. Yep. Alright, next one, nice and simple, just a concrete machine. Feed the concrete into here. Just keep pumping it through. This will keep pushing it down to the end and start pushing across the obsidian over there's our finish point. And yeah, so we did a bit of tested it out, made a few of the different concretes and that. Get that all ready for when we need it. Now this next one, this is the CludMunster 5000. Alright, the start of it here, this part, the mud machine, brilliant farm. I've been using it for years. I will put up the details of who put the video up for it, who obviously designed it. It works in Bedrock and Java supposedly. It reloads the bottles. You don't have to hang on to bottles or anything. All you do is grab your stack of dirt, crouch down, and just hold the button down. And as easy as that, it starts pumping through, right, until eventually, once that stack's gone through, you will have, this will be full. So let me just quickly do that, and I'll bring you back in a sec. Alright, as we put the last block through, you'll see now, basically we've got an 8x8 slab of mud, which we can just grab one of the shovels and rip out. Okay, or, as we call the CludMunster, we can push it down the bottom. Now we've got dripstone underneath the floor, and as you can see, it will start turning that mud into clay. So, variable outputs basically from the same farm. And this is a Woois special. Thank you. Alright, what do we got down here? We debated long and hard over the fuel source. Bamboo is far more efficient. So if you've got a big furnace array and you only want to smelt a couple of blocks, this is perfect. You don't waste anything if you're using bamboo. But you've got to design the furnace, the feeding of the fuel into the furnace quite differently, because you're moving such large amounts through hoppers basically. So you can't have like one feed line with bamboo, because eventually you'll strangulate your own farm and won't have any fuel coming through. So there's that. Kelp now is great. The fact you can just automate the whole thing, you know, dry the blocks out, pack them into kelp blocks, use some of them to continue furnacing the rest of the kelp coming down, and feed the rest into the farm. Fantastic. The reason in the end I went for bamboo though is once you've got overflow, once you've filled your furnace up, what are you going to do with kelp blocks? They're not the best building block. So where bamboo though, any overflow can make straight into wood and is obviously very useful. So at the moment I've just had both of them pumping it through into a crafter array, very similar to the one we've got over on the melons, and yeah, just producing wood, and it's doing wonderful. So this one though, we've got equivalent of 4 stacks of bamboo growing, so we've got quite a bit. Nice compact farm. Changed the design, got rid of the water channels completely because you still had some bamboo getting caught up on that. With this one we're on mud, so we can put hoppers straight underneath, and because the mud isn't a full block, it will suck the bamboo straight through, and you get very close to zero loss with these farms. And the last one we built over here is a sugarcane farm. Not the fastest farm in the world, but very similar design to these, except in the space here where we don't really have that space. It's blocks over here, but over this side we've got a channel of water, and that enables us to basically use the same design, but with sugarcane instead of the bamboo. Yeah, and it's hooked up once again to a crafter, so we're making that straight into paper. Really the only other use for sugarcane is to make sugar. We've got an overabundance of that from the witch farm, so all this we're going to just convert straight into paper. Alright, so it just pumps into here. You only need 3 to make your paper, and it spits it out. It's all easy. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty well we're up to now. Bottom floor, yeah, is, well, it's pretty well done. Obviously we will have in the future more farms and such forth we put in, and we may have to expand, which is not a problem because we know we've got some cleared areas, and we've also got underneath, I'll just give you a quick look under here. That's what we cut off and avoided. So in the future, if we want to, we can level this out and have another floor underneath as required. So plenty of room. Same again with over there, expansion. Yeah, love the ceiling with luminous streams. It gives a fantastic effect. Yeah, and the basalt obviously has come from our basalt generator, and the skulk obviously, yeah, you saw where that came from earlier on. Right, well, I think we're pretty well done here at the moment. Yeah, I've shown you everything we've got. So this is the end of the video. All right, do me a favor, hit the like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if you know any old fart that plays Minecraft, pass it on to them, and maybe they'll enjoy it. All right, have a good one, everyone. Cheers.